what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ways of the Sith. Thank you so much for taking time to check out the channel. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on X and Instagram at Ways of the Sith. So I've been waiting on this Neca Street Scene Diorama for going on almost a year. I had pre-ordered it on Entertainment Earth a long time ago, and I thought it was going to be one of those things that eventually they just never get it in and they cancel the order. But to my surprise, about last week, this hit and shipped out. So I got the Neca Street Scene Diorama, and we're going to unbox it and take a look at it and put it all together and see how it actually looks. I've seen a lot of people that have this in their display, or people like Veebs who have like multiples, and Dave Wonder who's got like multiples of these in their display for all their turtle stuff. So it always looks real cool, but I've been interested to see like how big it actually is and how well it actually works. The plan I had was to use my comic Marvel Legends and the loose stuff that I have, because as most of you guys know, most of my Marvel stuff is just on card. So the handful of loose Legends that I did have, I was going to put on this. But then I started diving into the MCU Spidey stuff since the No Way Home wave came out. And now I pretty much amassed like a whole display for MCU Spider-Man. So I think that might end up going on this display. But we'll figure it all out. Let's open this up and let's take a look. All right, so when I say this thing is gigantic, I mean the pictures do not do it justice at all. For scale reference, here's Galen Erso next to the box. So like you can see right away just how big that box actually is. It's totally out of frame for my normal review setup. So it's just gonna be kind of a big review space. But yeah, I'm very interested to get this open and check it out. The back just kind of shows off, you know, what it actually looks like, what it comes with. It's over 2 feet wide, comes with the night and daylight display on the top. I really dig this a lot. Yeah, I'm interested to see what this looks like once it's all put together. When I say I had no idea how much assembly was required, a lot of assembly is required. This is all broken up in little packs. Really cool. I did not realize just how gigantic this thing actually is. You can probably tell here from the backdrop. I gotta bring it back down in camera view. That's how big all this stuff actually is. This is the backdrop for the sky scene, and this is huge on its own. So really awesome. I'm really looking forward to putting this all together. So the really cool thing I wanted to show about these wall panels is that everything is removable and resortable. So like, if you want to move this door to a different spot, if you want to move these windows to a different spot, you can do all that. And these pieces just literally pop out the brick faces. So really, really cool. I love that idea. I love the fact that you can kind of tweak it and make it how you want to make it and set it up. They give you some extra pieces too to do that. So really, really awesome. Nice little touch to it. I'm assuming this is probably what like High School Creations and those guys that are doing that HD wall are doing something similar. So really, really cool. I really dig this a lot. All right, so I got this thing all put together minus the backdrop attached to it. And I absolutely love this. I think this is so cool. I love the fact that each one of these window pieces are replaceable. So basically it comes with the glass piece to slide in. You pop them out. They plug in and attach to the back to hold the window. And then you just pop them back in. They're held in by magnets. But the cool thing is you can rotate this around and move this however you want. Also with these little removable bricks that you see, you can pull them out, you can get signs, you can get different decorations for the diorama to add to it, which is really cool. I've seen a lot of people like add, you know, like make their own custom. So they take the brick out, they'll put like a stop sign or something attached to the brick and then be able to plug the brick into the wall. Really cool. I love that. So if you decide, hey, I want all windows downstairs, you can absolutely do that. And then flip the stuff to the upper level. Really, really cool. As you can see, I can't even fit the roof in the frame right now. That's how big this thing is. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be or expected it to be, I guess. I did do the measurements on it originally, like when I ordered it, but it is pretty huge. I don't know if it's going to fit where I intended on putting it, so I might have to find a new spot for this. But the other cool thing I wanted to show was the back side of this. So I'm going to flip this so we don't have to do it on camera, and knock over everything here. But let me flip this around so I can show you. Just before I got around to the back, I wanted to give you a look at how wide each section is, like to display figures on. This is really cool. You definitely have a lot of space. You know, that middle shelf is really a lot bigger than I thought it was, which is nice. So you get that accent, and it's gonna look really, really cool. So here is the other really cool aspect of this dial that's not really advertised, but I think it's incredible. The fact that you have the inside of both levels. So not only do you have the ledges on the outside to display figures, you also have tons of space on the inside. So if you wanted to set this all up and make it like a full dial, you absolutely could, and have people doing stuff in the windows and, you know, just living their everyday life. I really dig that. I think that's an awesome touch to it. And then, like I said, you can see how each one of those sections pop off from the back side here, because they pop out from the front and then they clip in to the back here. So you can actually see like where the magnets are in the corners where they hold everything. I love this. I think this is so cool. I'm definitely going to try to come up with something for the inside. I'm not sure what now, because I didn't realize that was a function. But you could easily set up some diorama pieces on the inside, some furniture, whatever, have some people hanging out, and then be able to see them from the outside of the dial. So I love that. That's mainly why I didn't put that backdrop on yet, because the backdrop, once it's on, it does cover up the whole backside of the dial. So you kind of got to get your stuff in the way you want it to, and then, you know, plug in the backside for the backdrop just to get it organized. But I really love this. I think this is so damn cool, and Neca did an incredible job with this. I wish there was more stuff like this now. That sword dial just looks awesome, and I would have loved to get it, even to stack, you know, stack it on top, or stack it below this, I should say. But for $400, I just couldn't equate. This runs for, I think I got it for $129, and I think newer retail now it runs for $140-ish. So they did come up on the price on this a little bit, but it's nowhere near as expensive as the Sorlayer diorama. And I know that came with furniture and stuff, but still, I wish there was more of a happy medium on that, because I would love to pick that up as well. So overall, I'm just really, really thrilled with this piece. I think this is so cool, and now I really kind of do want Neca or other companies to start doing more stuff like this. I think the versatility of it is so cool too. This is not the Toon one. This is just the regular Street. So this works for pretty much anything. You could display Power Rangers, Marvel Legends, Street Fighter figures out in front of this, like all kinds of stuff. So it really is cool in that regard. I love it. I think it works for pretty much anything. And once I put the backdrop on and get this kind of displayed how I want to, I think I'm really going to be happy with it. So I highly, highly recommend, if you can find one of these in stock, to pick it up. I got mine from Entertainment Earth, like I said. I don't know how many more they have in stock, but I would try to get one now before they totally sell out, because I don't know if they're doing a reissue of this or not. I've heard, you know, we saw some stuff at Toy Fair where it did look like they made some tweaks to some of the dials, maybe for a new version of it. But I love this. I think this is so cool, and definitely recommend picking one up if you can. All right, so here is the Neca Street dial all put together, and it took me quite a while. I had to find a spot to put it, but it's really, really awesome. I love the fact that you could pop out the different windows, the different accessories. The only thing would be, I would have loved like a broken piece of brick wall, like where that brick wall piece is. I'm sure you can position it to where it looks like it's broken, and maybe get some loose bricks to lay like on the ground. But it would have been cool to have like an impacted wall where like you could show somebody like busting through it, or, you know, having a fight and like pushed up against it. That's the only thing that's like really lacking from this. I did see that on Etsy, people have some different designs for bricks and signs and different things that you can add to it. So that's always an option. What I recommend is putting the figures in, if you're going to display like them inside, like I have with Jonah Jameson there, I recommend putting it all together and putting the backdrop on, and then popping the windows out to put the figures in that way. That was the easiest way, so this way they didn't fall. You could position them the way you wanted to. You did, though, have to put them up on a little bit of a riser to be above that line in the window. If you set up something downstairs, you get a little bit more space to display something. So you could actually like set up a full scene in the bottom half if you wanted to, and just kind of have people positioned in the windows in the top. But really, really cool. I absolutely love it. It's going to be my MCU Spider-Man / street level stuff. So that's what I'm going to be displaying here in this area. I didn't plan on doing MCU stuff, but with this Spider-Man wave, it really was so awesome that I had to pick these up. So I'll probably pick up some of the Defenders and stuff like that come out. Daredevil, if we get another version of him. But I got the Matt Murdock there, and I got She-Hulk there with Kingpin and a couple other characters. So I'll mix and match. I might end up getting another one, though, to put side by side with it so I could put my comic characters on it. We'll see. But that might be the plan down the line. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. And thank you so much for taking time to check out the video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, may the force be with you. This is The Ways.
We would be honored